Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sunkara. So this is my jurisprudence video number 32 if I am correct. Right. So in this class we are going to discuss the functions of law. We have to explain with the illustrations because there is a question in jurisprudence. What are the functions of law? So basically you have to know whenever I put a question, what is the purpose of law? The very purpose of law is to see that the society goes in a right way. Society does not go in a wrong way. This is the very purpose of framing the law. Then what are the functions? What are the functions of law? So Roscoe Pound, he proposed, actually he attributed the four major functions of law. The first function is maintenance of law and order. So this all you know, you are thorough with this, maintenance of law and order in the society. And secondly, to maintain status quo in the society. What is the status quo? Status quo means as it is. So the peace should be maintained as it is. People should have control over the anti-social element. The police should maintain status quo on the rowdies. The rowdy elements cannot go berserk and cause nuisance. So there should be public peace and tranquility, and it has to be maintained the status quo stage. Then to ensure maximum freedom to the individuals. In this connection we have to remember late Mahatma Gandhi. He said whenever a woman can come to the streets even in the dead of night, that is the liberty, that is the real freedom. Yes, the law should ensure such freedom, maximum freedom to the individuals. And fourth one is to satisfy the basic needs of the people. Law should satisfy. Suppose if you wanted to go to particular place, so the law will allow you to go to the place without any hindrance. Suppose if there is objection, definitely you cannot go. So law will give freedom to all the citizens, right? So these functions are divided into controls like social control. Second is conflict resolution. These are all main functions of law. Third one is social facilitation, then integration, social engineering, and social welfare. So all these things we are going to discuss actually separately. So let us come to the topic of social control. So what is the social control? So please remember, there should be some control on the society. Otherwise what happens? Suppose if a person is found committing theft of some property, దొంగవాడు మనకు దొరికినప్పుడు 10 మంది ఉంటే ఏం చేస్తారు? చెత్త కొట్టుడు కొడతారు. There should be some social control. Law says, suppose the informal method of beating a person is illegal. You have to hand him over to the police, because police is the organization which enforces the law. So this is social control. Please remember. Likewise, law relating to the nuisance. So you cannot throw away the dust and garbage as wherever you like. If you throw it, it becomes public nuisance. You must have the control. This is law gives the so-called social control. How people will be held responsible for engaging in the forbidden behavior. If you do something against the law, you will be punished. So that much of control should be there. Otherwise, so they become lawless. So first point is it will have the social control. Then conflict resolution. Yes, definitely. So whenever there is a conflict so for example, out of some frustration you would have engaged, or A party played B party, right? Okay. Now the resolution will be through court of law. The decision will come after some years together. But if you wanted to resolve the conflict, so you can have a measure, that is law says you can go to the Lok Adalat. With the Legal Service Authority Act, definitely you can have the resolution, alternative dispute resolution, conflict resolution, so like arbitration, conciliation, mediation. These are all the methods of the so-called conflict integration. Then social facilitation, like marriages. Yes, definitely. Suppose if father and mother are not willing, then you can go to Arya Samaj and you can conduct the marriage. You can go to a temple, get married. These are all the social facilities, and such marriage is also accepted by the law. So please remember, law relating to marriages, it's called social facilitation. Then integration. Integration is nothing but balancing the conflicting interests. So balancing the conflict interest. Suppose because diverse element will be there, diverse laws, personal laws, so many. So Roscoe Pound says, law should secure social cohesion, social integration, and social change by the so-called balancing complexing interest. That is, retributive theory was there, retributive was law there, but now it has become reformative law. So this is what is called balancing the conflicting. Then oppressive law or repressive law, of course it is not there, we need not bother much. Then social integration is to fulfill the demands or desires of the individual. So in a possible way, social integration. This is also another important function of the law. And social welfare, we'll discuss it separately. So definitely with the concept of the welfare society or the so-called directive principles of the state policy, definitely this social security, social welfare has assumed of late great importance, because law gives importance for the so-called social welfare measures like education, then housing, minor protection, all these things. So present day society, present day government, they spend a huge money, lot of money for social benefits like Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. It is also one of the social welfare measures. And social justice, legal aid. So Article 39A says legal aid nowadays. So nobody should be bereft of the justice, access to justice by means of poverty. So the state should provide legal aid to him, and so many welfare measures. Like yesterday we have discussed that physically challenged a person's arrest. Arnesh Kumar guidelines in the last video I have told you. So such things, yes. So this is a welfare measure. If at all any person is found, you have to support him. You should protect the rights of the physically challenged persons. Then legal aid, all these things. So basically these are the functions of law. So with this I am concluding. Thank you very much.